And again, in thinking about this conversation this morning, I thought a great deal about Dennis Brutus, but also about others who are with us today and others who have gone before, and the lessons that we have learned from them. Just to say one thing about Dennis Brutus, he was from South Africa, was an anti-apartheid organizer who focused on the issue of getting South Africa kicked out of the Olympics as a way to fight against apartheid. And he and the people who were involved in that campaign were successful. And they were successful as part of a big effort. It was a piece that they took in the fight against apartheid. So what, for me, this represents, and the lesson I learned from that is that each of us must be willing to pick a piece of the struggle and fight and push it and campaign with others. Of course, it's not about one person, it's about movements, it's about networks. And because, as the saying goes, all politics is local, we have to find who is going to be able to come with us in the struggle, in movement building. We must educate and educate and educate in order to organize. We must get people to be able to understand how does, in the case of Dennis Brutus, how does being in the International Olympic Committee for Apartheid South Africa support the system of apartheid, and how does getting South Africa kicked out of the Olympics begin to undo and to break down apartheid? If we have learned anything in the last 10 years of the World Social Forum, one of the things that we have learned and that we continue to learn is that we have the numbers. In every country, after every country, we have the numbers of people who share. We can quibble about how much and to what extent, who share the vision of that other possible world. And with the World Social Forum processes and with the events that have happened, it has been about bringing those people together, working to make sure that this other possible world begins to become a reality to whatever extent. We have the numbers. They may have the money, but we have the numbers. We have North and South, a shared vision that says that we as movements, we as citizens of the world can do better and should do better. We continue to struggle as we organize about mutual respect, shared visions, plural, shared visions, and we continue to struggle about how not to make the mistakes of years past. And in this struggle, we are building the movements that and the campaigns that we need to build in order to bring about that change that we believe in. Political organizing or political organization is about marshalling and mobilizing the power that we have as citizens to motivate, to force, if we need to, our governments and states in order for them to defend, to protect, and to deliver on to defend and protect citizens and to deliver on their responsibilities. I think in the last 10 years, we have the advantage of having real examples that we can point to that say that we are succeeding at this. From Seattle to Cancun, to the issues of death, of human rights, indigenous rights, women's rights. But still, we have a lot that we need to do. I mentioned Haiti at the beginning of my comments, and those who have been campaigning on the issue of debt and the roles of the World Bank and the IMF responded very quickly, because the IMF's response to the crisis, to the earthquake and the attendant crisis in Haiti, was to say, we will give Haiti $100 million loan without any conditions. But a loan means debt. And we mobilized and we raised the issues and the questions, and they're now talking about this not being a loan but being a grant. But it still raises for me the questions about the structure in which we operate, where these institutions, who are the fathers and mothers of the neoliberal agenda, continue to be the ones at the forefront in responding to crises like the one in Haiti and in other places. So I want to end by saying this, that as we look back to the 10 years of the World Social Forum, we need to recognize that much has been achieved in terms of creating the sense of a global civil society, but that a lot still needs to be done. And we are the ones who have to do it. We are the ones who have to make it happen. We have to make it happen by educating and organizing. We have to make it happen by doing this wherever we are and connecting and linking with others. And we have to continue to do it. I believe that we are doing it, that we have to continue to do it now. And we are the ones. It's you, it's me, it's all of us together. It is not enough for us to have that critique and that analysis of what is wrong, what is not working. We need to be able to say, this is what is wrong, and these are the ideas, the different ideas, the alternatives that we think can work better, that we need to try and not continue the insanity of doing the same thing over and over and over. 10 years, sorry, maybe it has felt very long that it feels like it's been 20 years, but it really has only been 10 years. 10 years of the World Social Forum process says to me that this is a worthy struggle to make that other world possible, but to make it possible for all of us, wherever we are, irrespective of our diversities, of geography, and all the other things that we divide. 10 years of the World Social Forum, I want to say in the words of Gandhi that we have to be the change that we want to see in the world. Thank you.